Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title, this is a post-school run clean with me. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get as much done as I would have liked. I had planned to do a couple more rooms, but my daughter woke up from her nap after I just finished the kitchen. So small wins are really good around here. So obviously I've got a newborn, and if I can get one room done a day, it's quite a big win for me. So I was happy enough with this. But as you can see, the first thing I'm going to be doing is popping a wash on so that can just be done whilst I'm cleaning, and then going on to the dishes. So as you've seen, I've actually got a new laundry detergent. I ended up getting the Fairy non-bio because they didn't have any of the Method cleaner in my local shop, so I had to make do with that. But so far so good, I'm quite liking it, so I may keep that one or I may go back to Method. And then I just need to put all of these dishes away and start cleaning the dirty ones. There wasn't really enough for me to put a load on with the dishwasher, and I tend to try and leave that maybe for evening after dinner because there's a lot more dishes, and by that time I'm not really in the mood to be cleaning so much, so I like to try and do as much by hand in the day as I can. And then I'm going to move on to the work surfaces. Like I said, next up is just cleaning the surfaces, because as you can see, they are very messy, very dirty, so they need a really good wipe down. And per usual, I'm just using the Flash spray, giving everything a good clean, and then it just looks nice and sparkly and fresh. We also fairly recently got given this air fryer from my mother-in-law, and honestly it's so handy, so good. I've obviously heard people like raving about air fryers for quite a while now, and this is like an older version I think, and it's just a single one, but it's so good. Like we cook sausages in there, other meats, like sweet potato, like a jacket potato but sweet potato, like anything like that. It's so good for, it's so handy, especially with a newborn, because I find it hard to just stand there and cook. So it's easy if I can just pop the food in, put the timer on, obviously the temperature, and then it just cooks it for me, and then I can come back and grab it. But that has been so handy, and I highly recommend them. Then just moving on to the opposite side, popping everything away that needs to go away, giving it a good wipe down, and also putting all of the tea bags in the tea canister. I also give it a bit of a rinse as well, but I've just had them in the original bag, or box should I say, and it just needs to go in here. So I'm just going to tear them all so they're all singular, just so it's easier, and I just about managed to fit them all in, so that makes it a little bit easier and nice and neat. Just going to wipe down the last surface as well before I move on to the floor, and it wasn't so bad here, but I just wanted to take everything off. It was a bit of a dumping ground, and then give it a quick wipe down and pop everything back nice and neat, and then I will work on the floor. Last thing that I managed to get done was cleaning the floor, and as you guys know, I usually just hoover the floor. It's the quickest and easiest thing, but my daughter was actually asleep in the lounge, and so obviously I didn't want to make lots of noise. We don't actually have a door in between the kitchen and the lounge, it's just an arch, so obviously it would have been very noisy for her, so I ended up having to sweep all the rubbish up. So it may not have been as efficient as a hoover would be, but at least I managed to get it fairly clean, and then I gave it a mop just to finish off. As you will see in a minute, the floor was very filthy. I honestly can't remember the last time I gave it a mop, but I am postpartum, so I'm going to give myself a bit of a pass. But this is the kitchen now, all nice and clean and tidy, other than them dishes that I'm just letting drain, and then I'll pop them away later. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.